Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. Stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Play action. Kaiser. A little dump off for Crowell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th. Down. Get him, boy. Get him, boy. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Play fake. Kaiser. And the Browns pressure. pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
Third and long for Kaiser. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 16 and give them a first down as well.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Play action now. Kaiser. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now this now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's third and long. Kaiser to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And he's got room. Room past the 20. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. 92 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory. And they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, you usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a handoff looking right. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yards yardage back to the 29. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And that is incomplete. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. But they've got a 3rd and inches coming up, trying to keep the chains moving. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Back down, Detroit! Detroit! Over! Green, 39!
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And some room to roam now. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 7. And it'll set him back for 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Weaver flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on 3rd down for the Browns. 54 yards. Push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on 2nd down. Weaver being chased out. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 40, the 30, 10, 5. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of...
And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Kaiser now, after the fumble recovery, he's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 23.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down, Kaiser. And his throw is incomplete. Gronkowski the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Kaiser now into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now they try the right side here. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
Leopard! Hurry up! Green 39! Green 39! God!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
All right, here we go. Leopard! Let go now! Green 39! Over! No. All right, now look at 56.
Now a handoff looking right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeJuan Smoot able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. 2nd down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
No, check. Patriot! Now let's go!
Back to throw. Weaver. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. Returning it, John Ross. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. This one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Flex round. Here we
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on third. Here's Kaiser. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Haney. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a handoff as they run left side. They find some open field here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before break. Weaver, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for the Browns. Touchdown. A big play there as time expires in the first half. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Weaver forced out to his left. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Throwing on first down. Weaver. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Six yards to go here on second down.
Come on, let's go.
They'll throw here. Kaiser. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's round. Let's go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Flush to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Timmy Jernigan busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Leopard! Hurry up, here we go. Detroit!
And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go!
From the gun, Weaver. He's going to fire one deep over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Here we go! Let's round!
Now they they try the right side here. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Open space inside the 10. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They run the counter now on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a handoff as they run left side. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And out now come the Seahawks. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down near the 48-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Here we go.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Defense showing blitz.
Here we go.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And we're back now here in Cleveland as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a handoff here to his running back. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that
hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And still fighting. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him. Off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to throw. Weaver. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Off the play fake. Weaver. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, 5. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Weaver. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. In motion, Gronkowski. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Let's go! Let's round!
On 3rd down, Kaiser. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Second down following the run. Going to give this time to the tailback. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the 1st down and more past the 40. The 30. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally. But here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They run the counter now on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. And they're throwing here. Kaiser. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A gain of 3, second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Seahawks on third down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another. And now the ball game is over.